For me, when it comes to young leaders, in any kind of a crisis decision making, there's 4 questions that you need to ask young leaders, and they need to be prepared to answer them. Now, the cool thing about this is I'm not going to ask them other questions. I'm going to prep them by saying, these are the 4 questions I'm going to ask you. You need to be prepared to answer these 4 questions. Now, I tell my bosses, ask me these 4 questions. Don't ask me something else. Ask me these 4. This really helps during a crisis because it focuses people on a solution right away because we're all in the same sheet of music. First question is, what do we know? Tell me what you know for fact, not made up, not what I think, for fact. That may not be a lot of stuff to start with. The second question is more important, and that is, what don't we know? Because you see, if I, the leader, ask my subordinate junior leader what they don't know, one, I'm giving them permission to not know stuff. That's liberating because now when they did that first question, what do we know? And they know the second question is coming. I can trust more about what they answered in the first one because they're not making it up because they've got permission to not know. The second great thing about this is they don't have to wait to come to talk to me because if I say you're not going to know stuff, they're not in their office or off to the side going, well, Jack might ask this and this, or he might ask that. We should all get answers to all of those before we go to the boss. Instead, they're going to come to me quicker with, here's what we know and here's what we don't know. The third thing is, what are we doing about it? That's the third question. Why is this important? I'm empowering them to go out and figure out the things that we don't know. I'm giving them the power to go do that. I'm not saying go solve it this way because as leaders, we're successful, we're smart, we have pattern recognition of things that have happened in the past, but we also really like to solve the problems that we like to solve. And so when we get a new problem, we kind of manipulate it so that it's kind of like a problem we solved before and we slap our answer on it when that may not be the problem at all. We just like to solve it that way, right? So I'm giving them the power, go out and solve this and come back to me with a fill-in. The last thing I ask them is, who else needs to know? This empowers them to tell me to go do something. Like you need to go work with, if it's the chancellor, the provost. Somebody's got to go talk to the faculty because the faculty are going to not like this. So they need to be informed at a minimum. And the deans, in my world of higher ed, that's always where I'm going, is I'm telling my boss, the chancellor, we probably need to talk to the deans. What's great about that is I've given my boss something to do besides wait around the phone and call me every 15 minutes with like, you got an update? How about now? What about now? They have a task now. And it's an appropriate task because it's up and out of the organization. It's not down and in while we're trying to solve this.